Hello, Aqua here again. Welcome back to Feed the Beast Resurrection on the Utopia server. There's quite a few of us on at the minute. Look at all them people, lovely. And as you can hear, there's mob death going on down here. This is my little ghetto spawner that I showed you last time. It's just near my base, just over here. And what I've done is I've added a couple of things to it, and it's working quite nice actually. I have got some wooden spikes. These are quite recently been added by extra utilities. What they do is they take mobs down to 1 hit point, so you can just finish them off with your hand or whatever. So that there is the spawner that was in this hill as it was standard. I just made 4 fans from open blocks and 4 of these wooden blocks. These wooden blocks are really cheap. Now I will be upgrading this to something better obviously, but wooden spikes, just 3 planks, 1 log and 3 wooden swords, gets you 4 of them. So it's really cheap, and the mobs don't die. You can kill them, you can get XP off them. So it's a very sit here AFK while I'm watching YouTube kind of thing, but it's alright for early game. I've got a Ghetto spawner. Problem is, one of the mobs that I keep coming back. I got 30 levels and I enchanted my goggles revealing, and I got really lucky. I got, look at that, protection 4, respiration 3, repair 2. All it really needs is aqua affinity, and it's a very nice pair of goggles. So what I want to do is, my focus now is to get that auto disenchanter med. Now this is going to force me into Greg Tech, which some of you may like and some of you may not, but auto disenchanter there. Everything's pretty straightforward until you get to the plastic sheets. Now if you look at these, although it shows you 2 types there, there's the Greg Tech and the manufacturer one. It always reverts to the Greg Tech one. Now there's various machines that can do this. They're all Greg Tech, and the one that I think I'm going to go for is an alloy smelter with a mould. So the mould is pretty straightforward. You get an empty plate, and the different moulds, it depends where you put the hammer is what you get. So the hammer above the mould in a crafting grid gets you a mould for a plate. Moulds are pretty straightforward. That's just steel plates. I can make refined iron in my induction smelter. That's pretty straightforward. The actual alloy smelter itself means getting into Greg Tech. So steam age, Greg Tech. I think I'm going to do this right. I'm going to make a small coal boiler. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bronze plates and some clay for that. And I'm going to make a... all these guys just waiting there to die. The little ones kind of get stuck in the wall, but it's still there. Is he still there? Is he dead? He's dead. So yeah, alloy smelter, that's going to take me, what's that need? Where's it gone? Alloy smelter, there we go. So that needs a brick's bronze hull, which needs another 5 of them, so that's 10 bronze plates I need. Plus it needs 6 of these fluid pipes. So that's another 6, so I need 16 bronze plates, which means 32 Tinker's alloy ingots. I believe I can make bronze ingots in there 1 for 1. Sorry, not Tinker's alloy ingots, just that's the thing on it, the thermal expansion name for bronze. So yeah, 32 ingots, and then once I've got the alloy split, I think I can make bronze in there, so it makes everything after that a little bit cheaper. So I should be heading back and getting prepped to do that. I don't know what building I'm going to put it in though. I've not done much else since you last saw me. I have made a Thalmium sword. I've got a Thalmium pick that's in my bag at the minute, but I've not used that one yet. And my plan is to get repair on them, so it's a matter of principle now. I don't want to spend all my time just making picks and stuff. So I want weapons and armour that just don't fall to bits on me. So yeah, so let's fly back to my village. I've done a little bit of work on the village, made it look a little bit nicer. So I've got an area set up for a tree farm there. I've just got trees manually planted in it, and that's where I'm going to want my golem with his chop thing on it. I think you need 3 golems for that. You need 1 with chop, who'll chop the trees down, 1 with gather, who'll pick stuff up, and 1 with use, who'll place saplings down. Because it's not a harvest one. I've got 1 villager, and he's always in the way. But these little ways into the village. Pretty straightforward blocks and slabs. The middle block there's got is a carpenter's block with a glowstone in it, so it's a light source as well. So I've got a little tree area over here. That'll be my little tree farm place. Done nothing in there. Oh, there. Oh, I've got a little string farm down here using the blue power flax, which goes pretty quick. I'm not sure I'm going to automate this yet. I shall have to look into different ways of doing that. I'm not sure if Golem's going to deal with that or not, but we shall see. And I have to put a little wall across there because that villager kept jumping on the off the edge there. I've actually done this a little bit wrong. I should have done this one level higher, like the other farms, because he kept jumping down and breaking the crops. But the crops will be there forever anyway. And then just round here, I've got a couple of cows in here. Yeah, we'll leave them to it. They're enjoying themselves. So I shall get on and make some bronze, and then I'll pick a room to put it in. I'm not sure where it's going to fit, to be honest. But I shall be back when I'm ready to do a little bit of grid tech. Okay then, here's the first thing I want to come back for then. This is something I saw on Teddy Here's video, is episode 1 on this series, or this server. If you make bronze like NEI tells you to, bronze, let's have a look at bronze dust. Bronze dust, there's all kind of weird things it tells you how to make bronze dust. There's nothing showing you how to make it from copper and tin though, is there? Well, yeah. What that type? Macerator, compressor. No, come on, nothing. NEI is horrible with grid tech. I don't mind telling you, it really makes a mess of how NEI works. I mean, I've put some copper for the pulverizer there, and according to NEI, you can't do that, but you clearly can. But yeah, if you combine ingots, Teddy mentioned on his video, he's seen most of the people's videos he's watched up to now. They have been combining, put a tin in there for now. They've been combining ingots, and you get 2 bronze for. In fact, I can show you. Look, copper and tin. Where do I put that tin dust? All looks bloody same. Tin dust, there it is. It's just changed. That's why it's changed to the Greg Tech type look. Greg Tech's auto thingy makes things in your inventory change. So if I also do it with that, I get 1 bronze ingot for 4 ingots in, which is terrible. If you do it like this with dusts, which is still just 1 ingot each, you get 3 bronze dusts, and then you can cook that. So yeah, what did I need? Did I need 32? So I still need a bit more. So I'll get on with that, and I'll be back when I'm ready to make into plates. Right then, I think I'm ready for the next step. I just want to make 2 more bricks. I think I've got enough bricks. I need a bit of cobble because I need some furnaces. How many furnaces was it? So steam again, and it was 1 furnace in there and 2 in there, so I need 3 furnaces. Okay, yep, 3 furnaces. Let's quickly make them. 1, 2, 3. So, right, I make, as far as I know, I have to make these bronze ingots with a hammer. I've got a peridot hammer. I believe it's peridot, because I just had some, so I thought I might as well make it out with that. I'm not sure if I'm going to regret that later on, but there's not a lot of information, so it's hard to tell, innit? So there was 5 for the coal boiler, yeah, and then for the steam alloy smelter I need 5 for the brick, and then 6 for them fluid pipes, wasn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think that's the bronze plates that I need sorted. Now, so furnace, 2 bricks, 5 of them guys. Gets me a small coal boiler, cool, an early way to get steam power. Thank you very much, Greg. And then, that's wrong then. That needs a hammer inside it, okay. There we go. So that's going to take some durability off the hammer, I guess. 16,000. Yeah, so that takes a bit of durability off there. That gets me a brick bronzed hull. And then that went with the pipes, didn't it? So this needs a wrench. Is it a wrench I needs for these? A wrench yet? And how do I make a wrench, please? I'm guessing my crescent hammer is not going to work. So a wrench is a hammer with 6 ingots. So I'll make an iron one so I know what I'm doing. So hammer there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gets me a wrench. So now that and then gets me 6 fluid pipes. Wonderful. And combine them with the bronze hull and 2 of them guys gets me a steam alloy smelter. Excellent. So there's the 2 machines that I need. The other thing that one is of course a mould. So I was just checking out how to make that. So I need this empty one using a file and a hammer and some refined iron or steel plates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some refined iron in here. And for that I need 2 coal. What? Coal can go. Coal dust. Coal dust. Let's turn that off because I don't want that to become anything other than coal dust. Look how much power this is taking. So this is probably taking 32,000 RF per coal, which is ridiculous. To break that down, if you check the recipes out on this, look at this. We've got breaking things down. In fact, let's look at it this way. Pulverizer, are you going to be there? Maybe not, maybe, who knows. Pulverizer, look at that, 32,000 each coal. Some of them, it's got 2 thingies there, the 32,000 and the 3,200, which I think is a standard. So that's a GregTech alteration. I need a different way to get that into coal dust, don't I? Because I suppose I should make the GregTech macerator while I'm doing this. That guy there. 2 diamonds, son of a... I'll get that made as well. Well, I suppose we might as well see if we can make steel in this alloy smelter thing. I'm guessing we should be able to. Now, I've evicted the cows. They're on there. I'm going to do this in here. If it burns my village down, then so be it. The first thing we're going to need is underneath. We are going to need. Oops. We are going to need an accuracy accumulator because the boiler needs water, and it's the safest way to do this is to do it like this. I remember vaguely from my monster series that if you put in water in an already heated boiler, it goes boom. So I don't want to do that. Or it did then. Presuming nothing's changed on that front, because why would it? So that in there, and what I forgot to do, of course, is bring one of the transfer nodes. So I want this 1 block higher, and then that gives me the option of spreading the transfer line out later on if I want. So grab one of them. Okay, then transfer node on top of there it goes, and now on top of that goes our small coal boiler. Wonderful. There he is. Now, one of these is a vent. They all look the same to me. I'm not sure if anyone in particular is a vent or if they all are. Let's stick our smelter down next to it. Kind of look alright. What doesn't look alright is the GUI doesn't tell you fuck all. What are these for? Alright, well, recipe is right. Let's have a look at steel plates. See, it looks like everything needs these plates, and it's steel that I want to make them plates. What was that? Tin and antimony makes me something. So I'll have to 2200. So I need to work out if I can make steel in this. If it's easier than doing it in the induction smelter. I shall have a look and see what's what with that. Oh man. Everything's a bloody job with this, isn't it? I stopped being whiny and tight and just dealt with it, and just used that 32,000 RF each to get me some coal dust. Made myself 4 refined iron. I want to see now if I can make these into steel plates in here. Can I? Can I? I can. Do you see that? I turned into GregTech steel to refined iron. No power. Why no power? Is that? I think that only puts power up when it's actually got charcoal in it, even though charcoal or coal. I'm using charcoal because that's what I plan to use until I've sussed out how to get coal properly. Because the coal that I used for that, I got coal blocks out of here and hit them with a hammer, and you get 1 coal each. I'd like to find a way of fortuning that if possible. So there's I'm all about trying to make it more efficient, but I don't really know how to yet. Right, and I don't know if that takes power, because I know that a lot of stuff that used to use MJs has changed a lot. I expect Railcraft continuously pulls power, so there's no point in keeping that plugged in when you're not using it. So there we go, we've got 4 steel plates. 4 steel plates with a file and a hammer gets me a mould. Cool, empty shape plate, excellent. And now that with a, see, look, depending where you put this, gives you different things. It's for making blocks, it's for making balls, it's for making coinage, interesting. And that is for making plates, excellent. So there's that. Now we're going to need some rubber. So I need 4 rubber. So the MFR rubber works, surprisingly. And we need to cook that. Now I've already got 4, but I believe you need 2 per plate. According to this. Alloy smelter. 2 plastic pulp and a mould plate gets you a plastic sheet. Oh, no, I have got enough. So you need 2 sheets, do I? Anyway, that's how you get plastic. First of all, you cook it into rubber bar. This is also very good for Foundcraft, by the way, the rubber and stuff. If you look, the raw rubber has got limus and arbor, not very good. But then you cook it and it gets Mortis and Instrumentum. Mortis and Instrumentum, they're both pretty good. Get 2 each of them. And then if you cook it again, it becomes plastic pulp. You get Mortis and Pedito, which it's probably better like that because you can get Pedito just from cobble. So that's probably the best state for that. So 2 of them should be enough for what we need. I've got the other bits we need there, apart from books. Books are easy enough, of course. And I should have a bit of leather in here. And I should have a bit of paper in here. No, in here. There we go. 1, 2 books. And that goes there and there. Yeah, so if all goes well now, need some fuel. Let's get. If it takes more than 8 charcoal to do that, then something's very wrong. Oh, I move so slow. High up on my to-do list is Boots of the Traveller. That's going to be that's what boots I'm going to wear. I decided for the speed and boost and stuff, and the jump boost and the step assist. So then, we've got water, so that's good. I'll shift click that in so it goes into the right slot. So we've got charcoal in there. With the wrench, if you press shift, it says left click to dismantle, rotates on right click. So if you rotate this, you see that I believe is the exhaust, which would suggest that this has got 3 exhausts, but I don't know. What I'm going to put in here is my mould and my plastic, and if this works at any point, so I'm guessing that's a temperature, and I had a little plain single player in my little test weld, and this filled up with grey stuff and then vented. So that's about as much as I understand this GUI. I'm guessing that's for tins of stuff, cans. That looks like a can, that looks like a fuel can. What are they called, cans? Not called canisters, are they? Don't know what they're called. I can't remember what they're called. There'll be loads of them though. Cells, that's what they're called, isn't it? That looks like a cell to me, I don't know. And that looks like some kind of fuel container. But who knows? Does that look like them to you? That thing with the X on? Looks like it to me. Greg Tech. Plastic fuel can. Empty fuel can. Store fuels. So that's that. Nothing's happened yet. So we'll see if anything. Oh, something's happened. Cool. There we go. 2 plastic sheets. So that. 2 charcoal. And that's still going up. So I'm not sure if anything's going to explode or set fire or anything. But I think we've got what we need for now. So that's my first little look into Greg Tech. and I'm using it just to empower a bit of manufacturing reloaded for now. Alright, now I've got that, and I've got that plate mould. I should be able to make these bronze plates and get 2 each instead of and get 1 each. I mean, instead of having to use a hammer and get 1 pair 2. So I don't know if I have to make it into ingots first. Does it have to be ingots first? Alloy smelter. No, that's how you make it, innit? Uses. I want uses. Alloy smelter. So it looks like it can't go in there like that. So if I look at uses on the ingots, alloy smelter I'm looking for now. See it somewhere. Alloy smelter with a plate. Alloy smelter with a plate one. Okay, so if I cook them up in there, I should be able to make them into plates over there. So yeah, so instead of using a hammer and getting 1 plate for 2 ingots, for 2 dusts, I'll be getting a plate each. So I'll make the macerator once I've got them, because I might as well have it cheaper if I can, aren't I? There we go. So that there and there makes me happy. I get an auto disenchanter, wonderful, and I'm going to need books for this as well, aren't I? So I can make 5 books maximum. So 5 books is what I shall make. And what we also going to need is power for this, which is where the leadstone energy cell comes in. Now I also had a quick test of this when I was messing around with the Greg Tech stuff in single player, and it took half this energy cell to do 1 book, so I'm expecting it to do the same. So what we'll do with this guy is we place him down there. It's good enough. We'll put this next to him and feed him power, and I want my goggles in the top slot and a book in there as well. Now it should just take 1 book. Or will it? I don't actually want it to take all the books. I'll leave 2 in there, see if it takes 2. I think it should just take 1 book, and I should be back when that's near the top. And I missed it like a fool. There we go. We've got the repair 2 off. So now what I can go and do is I can work out how to make these, and I should have actually done this bit first. Typesetting tables, pretty straightforward. Wood. Print press, which is just iron and slabs. So I can make the print press pretty easy. The printing press is a little more complicated. The weighted pressure plate's okay. Iron ingots are okay. Block of iron. Oops. Block of iron is going to have to be done in the alloy smelter with a block mould. So I need to make another blank mould, make the block one, and fortunately for me, I need to make another. I need to get another blaze rod, which means I've got to go into the nether now. I just took a repair off my goggles, so I'm going to go find another blaze rod because I ain't got one. I'll store that in case I die, and we're back when I can make that, and we can actually make a copy of the book. I need 40 levels for that as well, so I have to do a bit of grinding in my little spawner thing down there. In fact, if I can find the blaze spawner, I'm going to take some blocks with me. I might make it a bit safe and kill some blazes. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Okay then, quite a successful trip to the nether. I've got most of a stone cage built around a blaze spawner. I just ran out of bricks, so I had to come back. I made some, oh shit, my armor's nearly gone though. I made some fire potions, which really helped, and I went for quite a few potions. Now I get back. Now this is my issue, look. I'm out of power, it seems. So, do I just stop that? Do I have to break that block? Do I have to... Is there any way of getting more into there without breaking anything? I'm presuming that exclamation mark means there's not enough steam. Can I make it stop until it's got enough in? Or is it just going to get stuck in that loop and just keep burning whatever fuel's in there? Now, I'm pretty sure I have 30 bronze ingots. I've got 2 plates. Which means there's 4 in there somewhere. So have I lost 2 already? Have I lost 4 already? The GUI's just shit. I mean, let's fucking have a bit of text telling you what you're meant to do. Anyway, so I'm going to leave that for a bit, see what happens to it. I'm presuming nothing's going to happen to it. That's still going up. Oh, screw it, I'll just burn all this. See if it makes a difference. But yeah, so I've made a typesetting table, which is the first bit we need to do. I'm also going to need a anvil, which is going to take another 3 iron blocks as well. So I actually need 6 iron blocks, 3 for the printing press, and 3 for the... Oh, hello. Looks like kids come out of my portal, perhaps. So there's our printing press anyway. So we'll part with there, and that needs printing press chases. They go in there, and then my book will go in there. And once I've got 40 levels, which we're not going to be able to see because I've not got glasses on. 40 levels, I'll be able to make a copy of that, and then once we've got the actual, that's typesetting table. Yeah, once we've got the printing press, we have to print it. So I need to get more levels. I've got 14. I'm going to put them in there for now, and I'm going to go out here. Get back. Cool. Okay then, I've been doing a little bit of experimenting and research, let's say. First of all, this actually uses 2 of these, which is the same as a hammer, so I might as well be using a hammer. And there is another way of making these plates, and I think that also uses 2, using a what's called a forge hammer machine. That guy, forge hammer. And I've been playing around a little bit in my single player world. Now, this coal boiler, it seems to run the macerator fan, and it seems to run the furnace fan. So I've put some coal ore through the macerator. That seemed alright. It takes a while and it's noisy, but it keeps running. The forge hammer and the alloy smelter just seem to run out of power. So I'm guessing you can only put 1 or 2 things in at once. I presume you have to wait for this to fill up for it to be safe. But if we say it's hard to be able to guess. That's just a start where I've been messing up. Right, the next thing I've been messing up, coal dust. I was it was like 32,000 RF for coal dust when I was making that refined iron. I shouldn't be doing that. What I should have been doing was grabbing a bit of iron, and this isn't even the worst thing I've been messing up with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. It's going to get me a mortar, and now with some coal, you can see that I can just turn that into coal dust by using a bit of durability off of a bit of iron. So that, which I can now combine with iron in there, gets me a nice bit of refined iron, which is grid steel, which is alright. So that's how I can be getting the coal dust. And then the other thing that I should really do is make an alloy furnace from blue power. Now for that I'm going to need some clay, and I've not got enough. I need 20 clay, so let me quickly go and grab some clay while that's cooking up. And once I've got 20 clay, I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. As always, can't do maths on screen, I counted that wrong. But what we can actually do in just a minute, once I have got 1 more of them, is make this guy 8 bricks in a square. Gets me an alloy furnace. Alloy furnace can go, well, you might as well go there, and put some of that in, and put some of them in there. And what we're going to get is some iron blocks. So I can actually skip Greg Tech to get iron blocks because of blue power. So there we go, we've got our blocks of iron. Means I can make my printing press, I can make my anvil. So printing press, once you're just doing it, I don't have to put like that, okay. Yep, printing press is all ready to go there. Get a third one of them, and there we go. Bam. Printing press. So now all I need to do is grind a lot of levels. So I'm going to make another trip into the nether. I'm going to make some more fire resist potions first, and I'm going to see how many levels I can get. I'll take a lot of bricks with me again, and I'm going to start making copies of this book. Now the only other thing I need is some blank books and some ink on there, and that's all ready to go. Yeah, blue power, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this episode up there because it's going to be a short one. I am going to make the macerator and the furnace, and I'm going to start using them over these. I'm going to try and embrace Greg Tech. I'm going to play along. So I shall be doing the macerator and the furnace until kid dies all the time. Doing the macerator and the furnace until I get my head around it a little bit more and work out how to get powering out of these things and how to turn them on and off. I presume I have to use, at the minute, I'm presuming I have to use these pipes between the machines and then just take the pipe off when I want it to gain power, which seems a bit of a shabby way of doing things, but that's maybe what I have to do, I don't know. And possibly I might have to use the high pressure coal boiler for them higher machines, I don't know. Anyway, thank you as always for watching. I hope you join me next time when I should have some armour sorted, and yeah, cheers, bye. Oh, creeper up there. I need to light the roofs of my houses. No wonder villagers always die. They're shit at keeping the place safe.